Hello, Serina Vassar here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun video for you guys. So some of you may know I am a nutritional therapist and I help out with the Nutritional Therapy Association as a group leader in a couple of different venues. So I am getting ready to pack and go on my trip this coming weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for a class midterm. So I wanted to give you guys all my best and favorite tips and tricks to packing efficiently and kind of like staying on your nutritional path while you're away. I also wanted to touch on what it's like to travel with a service dog. So traveling with a service dog is a lot more work than you might think. It's not terrible, and I've got some fun little tips to teach you to kind of keep things really easy. Now Gus is a service dog and he's also raw fed. So how do you do that when you travel? Here are some awesome tips and tricks and ways that you can kind of take the guesswork out of things and help yourself to do a really great job without a lot of effort. So let's go on into the bedroom and check out how I'm doing with my packing so far. Here I've got my whiteboard. Yes, I have a whiteboard in my bedroom. This has my master list. I am a really big list person, so big tip number one is make a list. Make a list of all of the items you need to bring with you so that you are sure you have them when you go. That's really important for someone like me who needs to bring up plenty of stuff for my service dog, medical supplies, those types of things, and all of the things that I need for my workshop weekend so I can teach effectively and support the students effectively and kind of just make sure I have all the things that I need to have. So let's take a look at my list. Here we go. Clothes, toiletries, work stuff, Gus. I put my calendar of events together for the next couple of days. Super useful. What I can do now is peek right over here at this list and at the items here on the bed and make sure that everything is in check. So let's start packing. So I just folded those shirts in half up like this, and now I'm gonna roll them together and pack them right away in my suitcase. I like this technique because then I just get to pull my shirts out one at a time, almost like a tissue box, and it's super, super easy. I kind of have planned already what outfits I'm going to wear for the day. That's what I've had laid out here. I've got 4 days that I have to prepare for. So I've got 4 tank tops, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have 5 tank tops, which typically I wear tank tops and my blazer while I'm working, and then after that I'm going to be bringing this sweater, and I'm going to be bringing this other sweater that is just really light and fun and playful when I'm off duty. I'm not teaching anymore. So I'm gonna get this rolled up and put it in the suitcase. I like things folded neat and compact, so I've got all my socks and underwear folded up in this tiny little pack right here, super easy, ready to go. Jeans are folded nice and neat. Now I'm going to roll the shorts and put those in there as well. I'm bringing my running shoes so that I can run with Gus while I'm there, so those shoes are going to go in next. Last few things. This has all of my toiletries in it, so like toothpaste, toothbrush, dental floss, makeup, that kind of thing. So this is gonna go in technically when I leave on Wednesday, but I'm packing now, so I'll show you where it goes, and then I'll actually take it back out and put it in for real on Wednesday right before I leave. And that's basically it, guys. I have my blazer that I always hang up and just let it hang in my car. That's super simple. There are some pockets on the front of this suitcase here, which I'll show you in a minute, that hold all my electronics, my laptop, my charger, my phone, my charger, my watch here and its charger, so all those wonderful things. And then everything is ready to go in one little carry-on suitcase. This is for 4 days. It's pretty awesome. What we're gonna do next is get ready to prep Gus's items. Are you ready to see all of Gus's stuff? Not including his crate, not including him. All right, here we go. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. So we've got food containers. They're empty because I am filling them up today. That's where I've got my Answers pet food thawing out there in that box right there, so I can prep for him. Food containers to hold the food. Those are freezer bags. Dog peanut butter, we wrote that on the top so we wouldn't accidentally eat it ourselves. Kong ear drops. He's on some just anti-oil ear cleaner to prevent any ear infections. Poop bags, first aid kit, collapsible water bowl, service dog vest, booties, and socks. Long leash, 30-foot leash. This is awesome when we're traveling. That 30-foot long line is awesome when we're traveling because if I'm out in a big field, I can just hook him up and let him run on his running harness. So he can just have fun and play and I don't have to worry about anybody being upset that he's not on a leash. We've got here the backpack that I'm packing all of this in. And some toys. So here, guys, I want you to help vote. He's gonna get one new toy for the trip. I have 3. There was a really great shop going out of business. Sad that they went out of business, but they had super cheap prices on dog toys, so I got a couple of them. So what do you think? Do you think number 1, the goose? Squeaks, I think this could be pretty fun. It's got a little weird tail, but that could be a fun one. The rabbit. Hello, I'm a rabbit. Ooh, Gabby is eyeballing that. See? She loves rabbits. Or the pig. I think that's pretty fun. Normally, I don't know. Don't get excited. It's okay. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of squeaky toys in a hotel setting, but I'm just gonna give them to Gus for a short period of time. Plus, Gus isn't a big squeaker. He really just chews on the toy itself. He doesn't often go for the squeaker. And a lot of times he'll go and he rips the squeaker out. All he wants is the fluff. So he takes the squeaker away and eats the fluff out of the toy. So, your vote. Goose, that's number 1. Rabbit, number 2. This one doesn't squeak. It's actually filled with catnip. But he likes catnip, so why not? Or 3, the pig. Please vote below. Okay, back to what I've got here. All of Gus's food containers. Those food containers are what he's gonna be using the whole time that I'm there. So that's 4 days, 3 days and 1 evening worth of food. I like to give him his dinner in little pieces while I'm away. Typically, he only gets 2 containers worth of food. 2 containers worth of food for a day, but I like to cut his food into tiny little squares so it's more like getting a treat, and then I feed him more consistently throughout the day. If he's doing something good, it's a long day for me to be working, it's a long day for him to be working, so I like to give him little treats throughout the day. And when I cut it up like that, it gives a little bit more volume, so it doesn't fit in 2 containers, it fits in 3, so he's gotta have 3 for the days while I'm traveling. That's okay, it fits just fine in my 2 cooler bags over here. That main cooler bag is what I actually give to the hotel so that they can keep it in their big freezer. Then the little cooler bag is a cooler, it's a freezer bag in and of itself. So that I just keep frozen, keep it in the little tiny refrigerator freezer section of the freezer while I'm in the hotel room, and it works really well actually. I've done this once before with that method and it has worked great both times. So I think that's all here. Ta-da! So much stuff, Gus. Oh, and I forgot, some shelf-stable treats too. These are little turkey jerkies or chicken jerkies that he can just have little pieces of if I feel like he needs an extra treat. So now we're going to put everything into the suitcase. I haven't put this much in there before, so we'll see how that goes. Long line goes in the bottom so that it's out of my way, but I know where it is. I always also give Gus a drawer in the dresser whenever I'm at a hotel. So I have like a Gus section, and then I just bring what I need to bring with me to each time, each outing that I go on. His service vest and his prong collar, I'm not gonna pack. These I use with him every day, so I don't wanna have that packed away beforehand. So I'm gonna set those aside here. And his leash, same thing for his leash, that's staying out with me. I try to keep his shoes together. He's got a bone back there. and I just Velcro them like this. The shoes I use when the concrete is really hot. I don't really know what the temperature is going to be. I am not that kind of gal. I just like walk outside and say, oh, it's raining. I better go get an umbrella. I'm not one who obsessively looks at the weather, so I haven't even looked to see what it's going to be like. If it's going to be too hot or whatever, that's what I use these booties for, to protect his paw pads. So I'm gonna put his little socks and booties right here in the front pouch so that I always know where they are when I'm looking for them. They're not a tool that I use very often with Gus because honestly, we're usually walking indoors rather than outdoors, like in a mall or something like that. So I don't really have to worry about the concrete being hot inside the mall. But they're really, really great. I have a nice little running loop that I'll show you guys when I get to the hotel, and I think that it'll be really nice. Gus will like these. He's fine wearing them. I tried to take a video of the first time putting the shoes on him because I thought it'd be funny, and he's just like normal, walked like normal, nothing funny to report. It's a good sign of a service dog though, nice and adaptable. One roll of poop bags will definitely do it for us. Since Gus went raw, he poops like once every other day. Once a day, once every other day sometimes. And it's wonderful and super solid and fantastically well formed. When he was still on kibble, he had 7, I kid you not, 7 bowel movements every day. What? And they were huge and massive and soft and gross and not at all what should be a healthy bowel movement. Now they're fantastic. So one of these little bags lasts us for like a month. I used to go through one of these every week with Gus. Crazy. Water bowl gets clipped to the outside. Ear wash and ear cleaning gauze pads, as well as our Q-tips, are gonna go inside of the first aid kit. This is Gus's favorite toy ever, a simple tennis ball. So I always bring one ball, probably I'm gonna bring 2 just in case we lose one. It's the best to throw around in the actual hotel room and in our conference room, which usually has a long straightaway where I can run him really hard. But with the long line, the long leash, I can throw it outside and know that he's on a leash and he can come right back. He's really great on recalls. I can say here and he comes here, no problem. But when you're out in the world, some people don't know that, and it's okay. I like to have him on a leash. You can have the most well-behaved dog, the best trained dog ever in life, but something can happen. Something could distract them. They're not robots, so that's why I like to use a long leash anyway. So tennis balls going in the bag. The toys! Which one? 1, 2, 3. I don't know yet. Let's see what your votes are, and I will be finalizing my packing. This video here is going to be posted on Monday, and we leave on Wednesday. So please leave your comments quickly so that I know which toy you vote for. The bunny rabbit, the piggy, or the goose. One of them will fit right on top of here when we decide which one to go with. I think that's it. I have all of my electronic gear set aside over here, and it's ready to go in my suitcase. When I get to the hotel, one of the things I think is awesome to do is just unpack all my clothes, and then my little roller suitcase bag becomes my work bag. I can pack Gus's food, I can pack my food, all that on the interior, and the front couple of pockets hold all of my work equipment. So I think it's pretty cool. Let's see what I've got here on my table. So I have my glasses here, laptop case, charger. These are some pens. This is my travel utensils. I have all my laptop here, my water bottle, my other thing to hold my camera, and all my other camera gear. This is my little camera gear bag, which I think is super fun. I used to keep lipstick in here a long time ago, but now it's got an extra memory card, an extra battery, the battery charger, a cleaning cloth, an extra 9-volt battery for my mic that's up here, my Rode mic on top of the camera, so I can still make cool videos for you guys while I'm traveling. I think that's about it. Let's see how it all goes into the suitcase. Electronics are packed, bag is ready to go, almost ready. I have a couple of last minute things I'll throw in there before I leave, and that's it. I did want to give you my other really big tip for traveling. I always bring a lacrosse ball with me. A lacrosse ball is probably the most important tool for keeping loose, keeping limber, fighting off any stiffness. I mean, it's a pretty decent drive. If I go down to Washington, D.C., where class is, that's like a 3-hour drive, no traffic, no issues, nothing. Sometimes it can be 5 hours. That's a long time to be sitting in the car. So I always bring a lacrosse ball. You can use it to just roll out your sore muscles. I don't bring a foam roller. That's just too big for me. I try to travel light, like I said, because that's my suitcase. This thing right here, this is all the space I get for myself. I know. I'm bringing my own car. I could totally pack as much as I want. I try to travel light because it's a lot to haul around. So lacrosse balls, the last thing here. I'm gonna pop that into my bag and be all set. So we have everything packed and ready to go. My suitcase down here, Gus's backpack here, my blazer on the back of the chair, and that's it for clothing and work equipment and service dog gear. I was going to show you guys how I pack the car, but I really don't feel like doing that right now because it's Saturday and I don't have to actually pack the car till Wednesday. So you can imagine how to pack the car. That's not that bad, not too big of a deal, pretty simple. I am going to do a video for you guys tomorrow, which you will see on Thursday, about all my food prep. The food prep, I think, is my favorite part. I love food, and I love preparing food and looking forward to eating good food while I'm gone. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video and a little peek into what it's like packing for myself and packing for my service dog. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely a little more challenging with a furry little fluff ball sidekick coming along with me everywhere, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Gus is awesome and he helps me out a lot. I really should do a video for you guys about service dogs and kind of like what Gus's purpose is. I did a podcast about it if you want to listen to it. I think it'll be up in this corner. Might be that corner. I never remember which corner the cards come into, but check it out if you want more information. I think that's all for me today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this was enjoyable. Hope you learned something. I hope that you could, gather a couple of little tips about packing more efficiently for a little getaway. And I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, good morning, good night, whatever time you're watching my vlog, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Just kidding, I forgot one last thing I wanted to say that I bring for Gus. This is his anti-flea tick spray. It is a mixture of witch hazel water and primarily cedarwood oil, cedarwood and lemongrass. So it repels ticks, repels fleas, repels mosquitoes and all those nasty things. So I always will bring a bottle of this with me whenever I go anywhere for Gus. So that really is it this time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.